Hi guys, FNAF for Train Fan 2018 here. This is my first video of my train talk. So the first train I'm gonna talk about is my favorite locomotive, Pennsylvania Railroad Class T1 4444. This steam locomotive was built in now the Pennsylvania Railroad T1 was built in 1942. The track tip effort is 64,700 lb / 209,300 kilograms. The axle load is 39,000 lb, 1.5 T. Cylinders, which has 4 of them, is 19 3/4 x 26 inches, 501 x 660 millimeters. Driving wheels is 80 inches, 2,032 millimeters. Heating surface is 4,209 square feet, 191.0 m2. The superheater is 1,430 square feet, 131.9 m2. Steam pressure 300 psi, 21.1 kilograms / centimeter 2. Great area 92 square feet, 8.5 meters. Fuel 85,000 lb, 38.5 T. Water 16,000 gallon, 19,000 US, 72.5 meters. 3. Adhesive rate 273,000 lb, 124 tons. Total weight is 954,000 lb, 132.7 ton, and the length overall is 122 feet 10 inches, 37,444 millimeters. And it says here, in the 1930s, there were notable increase in the use of 484 locomotives in the United States surface. There were, however, some problems with the very high piston thrust in these engines and the resulting stress and crank pins, while the balancing of the heavy reciprocating parts for high speeds also caused difficulties. All the problems could be solved, but R.P. Johnson, chief engineer of the Baldwin Locomotive works suggest that they will be avoided by dividing the driving wheels into two groups in a single rigid frames, with separate cylinders for each size, making the engine into a 4-4-4-4. Compared with the 4-8-4 piston loads, they were reduced, and it was easier to provide the valves of adequate size, but the riggage wheelbase was increased by the space required to accommodate the second set of cylinders. This increase was in itself sufficient to discourage some roads from further consideration of the proposal. Sorry, I can't read well. The first road to build a duplex engine was at Baltimore in Ohio, which made a 4-4-4 with an experimental water tube firebox in 1937. But it was the Pennsylvania which first built locomotive with a conventional boiler to this layer. In 1937, with the principal passenger service still worked by the K4 Pacific of 1914, designed the road's engineers embarked on the designs of the locomotive to haul 1,090 tons at 100 miles per hour, 16 kilometers an hour, 160 kilometers an hour, which was well beyond the capacity of the existing 4-4. Johnson put the case for the duplex engines, and this appealed to the PRR men, but for the size of the engine required 16 wheels were insufficient, and the PRR took one of the most spectacular steps by adopting the 6446 wheel arrangement. The locomotive was designed and built at Altoona, and it was the largest rigged frame passenger engine ever built. It was number 6100 and classified S1, with the driving wheels 84 inches, 2,134 millimeters in a diameter, a great area of 132 square feet, 12.3 meter-2 M2. Sorry again, and a boiler some 15% greater than that of any 4-4. It was I cannot pronounce the word. I'll just skip it. An engine for developing high power at a high speed with a streamlined casing designed by the fashionable stylist Raymond Leroy. I can't pronounce that last name. I'll just get that one too. Its appearance was as striking as this mission. Number 6100 appeared early in 1939, but it spent much of 1939 and 1940 on display at the New York World Fair, and it was not until December 1940 that the engine entered the revenue service. Although intended for use throughout the main line from Harrisburg to Chicago, and the event, its great length led to its prohibition from the curved line and east, and this prohibition was further extended because the maximum axle load came out at 73,880 lb, 3,033.5 tons. Sorry, excuse me for my reading. Which has been stipulated to the designer. As a result, the engine was limited to the 283 miles Quest Line to Chicago division, on which it proved capable.